So this is Molly and Harold, and they are our Thanksgiving and holiday chicken or turkey, whatever you want to have them as. That's up to you. You can use these as hot pads. So there are fowl hot pads, and you can also use them decorative, and this you can hang them up. You can give them as gifts. It's just a really, really cute pattern, and they're really easy to make. So let's get started. So we're going to use an eye hook, which is a 5.50 millimeter hook. And I'm going to use a 100% cotton yarn. This yarn is Big Twist. And this one it's a 4 medium yarn. I want to mention that. And the color is Soft Rainbow. I wanted to make it in a different color. I will be making this in different colors. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with our slip knot. After we do our slip knot, we're going to chain. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once we chain 4, this is our working chain, not considered a chain. These are our chains, and at the end is our slip knot. So once we do that, we're going to slip stitch and join this together. We're going to make a little circle. So we're going to just slip stitch it together. Once we do that, we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. Once we chain 3, we are going to make 11 more double crochets. And the reason why I'm saying 11 more double crochets is because this chain 3 is going to be considered a double crochet. So we're going to make, and we're going to go right into this circle. So we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we want to make sure we count them to make sure that we need 12 now, and the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So now what you're going to do, we're not going to join these two together. We're going to pull this just to tighten up our little circle, but we're not going to join together. Now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. Again, that's our double crochet. Once we chain 3, we're going to turn our work. And at the chain 3, right here, where this chain 3 is, we're going to make another double crochet in there. So we have 2 double crochets. In the next one, we're going to make, and I want you to see, we're just going to make 1 double crochet. And I'm going to go slow so you can follow along. We're going to go right in that spot and we're going to make another one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 double crochets at every stitch around. Two in every one around. And see how nice the colors are? In every stitch around. And I'm going to go slow so you can follow along. You can write it down. In every stitch around. Again, you're going to go in the next one, you're going to make a double crochet, and then you're going to go right back in there, make another double crochet. You're going to go in the next one, a double crochet, and then go right back in there and make another double crochet. And we're going to go right around and do that until we get to the very end, and it's 2 double crochets in each stitch around. And I just love this particular cotton yarn because it's just so pretty. The colors are really... So we're going to make Harold and Molly a friend. In this last stitch where the chain 3 is, you're going to still make 2 double crochets. So you're not going to change that because it's that last stitch. You're still going to make 2. So then when we're done with that, this is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? And we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Perfect. Now after we do that, again, we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. I want to mention this is row 1, this is row 2, we're going to row 3. After we do row 3, chain 3, we're going to turn our work around like we did before. Same thing as usual. The chain 3 counts as a double crochet. In the next stitch, you're going to put 2 double crochets. Now the reason why we're doing this, and you're going to notice, we are increasing because we're making the body of Harold and Molly. Our chicken/turkeys. We're making the body. So we did chain 3, we did which counts as a double crochet, and in the next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets. Now in the next stitch we're going to do 1 double crochet. In the next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets. And I want you to know this is a pattern repeat for this row, and we're going to repeat this all the way around. So we did 1 here, 2 here, we're going to do 1 here, and then we're going to do 2 double crochets, and then we're going to do 1, and then we're going to do 2, 1, and we're going to repeat this all the way around, and then 2, and then we're going to do 1. These are double crochets, and we're going to do 2, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 1, and I will tell you that I do love this cotton yarn from Big Twist. It's really great to work with. The next one we're going to do 2, and we're doing our increases. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 1 double crochet in the next one, 2 double crochets in the next one, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet in the next one, and then in the last one where the chain 3 is, we're going to do 2 double crochets. So once we do that, this is what it looks like, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. You end with 36, and you'll have row 1, row 2, and row 3. So now, again, we're going to chain 1, chain 2, and chain 3. And that is your double crochet for the next row. We're going to turn our work. Double crochet in this row. In this first stitch, we have 1 double crochet. In the next stitch, right here, we're going to put 1 double crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets. So remember that when you have your 2 double crochets together, you're going to do a double crochet and a double crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. And then we're going to start over, and we're going to make 1 double crochet in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to do this all the way around. So now we made 1 and 1. We're going to make 2 double crochets in this next stitch. And then 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet. And we're going to do this all the way around. So we did 1, 1. We're going to make 2 double crochets in this next stitch. Once we made our 2 double crochets, we're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Then 2 double crochets. 1, 2. And then 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And then 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So now that we made our 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, we're going to make 1 in the next 2 stitches. Now we're going to make 2 in the next stitch. And now we're going to make 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And now we're going to make 2 double crochets in the next stitch. I go slow. You can write it down. You can follow along with me. Whatever you want, we're going to do it together. So we made 2. Now we're going to make 1 in the next 2 stitches. 2 in the next stitch. 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Two double crochets in the next stitch. When I tell you, these work up very quickly. 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 2 double crochets in each stitch around. So we're going to see, we're going to do 2 double crochets in this next stitch. Sorry. We did 1 double crochet here, 1 double crochet here, 2 here. Now in the next stitch, or should I say the next 2 stitches, we're going to do 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and in your last stitch, which is your chain 3, you're going to make 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. And that's what it looks like so far. And isn't that pretty? It's just a pretty color. So you have row 1, row 2, row 3, and row 4. Row 5, we're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. We're going to turn our work around. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to put 1 double crochet. And in the next one, we're going to put 1 double crochet. In the next stitch, we're going to increase by 2. 1 and 2 double crochets in that stitch. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets in each of the next 3 stitches. Then once we do that, we're going to put 2 double crochets in the next stitch. 1 and 2. Now we're going to put 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. After we do that, we're going to put 2 double crochets in the next stitch, all in that one stitch. Now 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. And now we're going to put 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Now 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. And this is what we're going to do all the way around. We have our 3 double crochets in a row. Now we're going to put 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Then 1 in the next 3 stitches. Then in the next stitch, we're going to put 2. The 2 is the repeat, or the increase, for the row. And this is the repeat as you go all the way around. 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Now we're going to go back to our 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. 2 double crochets in the next stitch. One double crochet in the next 3 stitches. I go slow. You can follow along. You can write it down. And I like to go through the whole thing so I don't leave you in the middle of something. The next stitch, we're going to do 2. I like to show the whole process. Now we did 2, we're going to do 3 in the next 3 stitches. In each one, we'll do 1 double crochet. Now we're going to do 2 in that next stitch. We're going to do 1 in each one of the next 3 stitches. Once we do that, 1, 2, 3, we're going to go 2 here in the next stitch, 2 double crochets. Now we're getting to the end and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Perfect. We're going to put 3 double crochets in the next 3 stitches. And then in the very last stitch where you have the chain 3, you're going to put 2 double crochets. You'll end it with the increase like we did in every row. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. We're going to count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. So you'll have 60 in that row. So once we do that, we're going to chain 1. And once we chain 1, we're going to single crochet in the middle. Think of it as a pie, and a piece of the pie is gone. We're going to single crochet along this edge. Just when you do your single crochets, just kind of even it out. Doesn't matter how many you have, just as long as you space them. But we're going to single crochet right along here. And just put a single crochet right along. And it doesn't matter how many you put. It just kind of cleans up this edging. And it will also do something else. And you'll see it when we get there to the middle. So if you want, single crochet till this middle and meet me there. And I'm going to single crochet and just baste them so that it looks, you know, in your eyes. See how it looks? So we're going to just kind of go right along and we're going to single crochet. And some of this, it might get a little bit difficult to get in there, but you will. And it just gives you a nice clean edging. But it also will make it nice for when we get to this middle. Once you get to the middle, you're going to go right in here and pull up and make a single crochet right there. Then you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. If you want to chain more, you can. Because what we're doing now is we're putting this. So once you've chained the amount that you want, you're going to go back in here and just kind of go in there, and you're going to just do this. So you can make another single crochet in there, single crochet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to continue and we're going to single crochet up the other side until we get to the other side. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a certain number. You do it so that it looks even to you. You even it out so your single crochets look even. And then you go right up the side. This is such a cute project. These are cute hostess gifts too. or if you even wanted, when you have anybody over for the holidays, for Christmas, or Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever you celebrate, you could leave these at someone's chair, and it would just be a nice little gift. So that's what you're going to do, and this is what it looks like, and it gives it a nice edge. So now you're going to single crochet to the top of that stitch, to the top of this stitch. And once you single crochet to the top of that stitch, in the same stitch, you're going to make a half double crochet, and you're going to make a double crochet in that same stitch. And there it is right there. A single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet on the top of that first stitch. So I'm going to show you what we've done thus far. We did all of this, this, and this. So now we're going to work our way around. So once you do that, now once we made a single crochet and a half double crochet and a double crochet, we're going to go to the next stitch right here, and we're going to put in this next stitch 8 treble crochets. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to go in here and make 1 right in there. And I'm going to show you how to make these. You're going to yarn over, go into that, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Now we're going to try it again. Yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is the head. 1, 2. Go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to make 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to count them. We're going to make sure that we have 8 for the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 treble crochets. Once we have those 8, we're going to make 5 single crochets in the next 5 stitches. So we're going to make 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We made our 5 single crochets. Once we make our 5 single crochets, we're going to skip 2 stitches. Skip, skip, and in this next one, we're going to put 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, here, so I'm just going to pull it apart. Five, 6, and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once you do that, you're going to skip 1, 2 stitches, and in the next stitch, you're going to put a single crochet. Once you put your single crochet, you're going to skip 1, 2 stitches, and you're going to put in the next stitch 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You're going to do this all the way around. You're going to skip, skip, and in this next one, you're going to put a single crochet. You're going to skip, skip, and now you're going to put 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. After you're done with that, you're going to skip, skip, and in the next one, you're going to put a single crochet. This is what it's going to look like. It's really cute. So now after you do that single crochet, you're going to skip, skip, and in the next one, you're going to do 7 double crochets. Again, you're going to do this all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Once you're done with that, you're going to skip, skip, and in this next one, you're going to put a single crochet. You're going to skip, skip, and then 7 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Isn't that cute? So what we're doing is doing this. So Harold is getting, when we did Harold, he got this. These are his feathers. So I don't know what we're going to call Harold and Molly's friend. So now we're going to skip and skip, and in the next one we're going to do a single crochet. Once we do that, we're going to skip, skip, and make 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Once we skip, we do that and skip, skip. Then here we're going to do a single crochet. We're going to skip, skip, and in this next one, we're going to do 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You could call this a shell. So we're making the feathers a shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to skip, skip, and in this next one, we're going to put a single crochet. Then we're going to skip, skip, and in this next one, we're going to put 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I really do love this yarn. It's really nice. It has a nice soft feel to it as well. So now we're going to skip, skip, and in this next one, we're going to put a single crochet. We're going to skip, skip, and in this next one, we're going to put 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Isn't that cute? Then we're going to skip, skip, and in this one, we're going to put a single crochet right here. And that's how we end it. Just like you can see right here. This is so colorful that it really brings it out. So once you're done with that, we can cut our yarn because we're done with the body. So I'm going to pull it right out here. And here's our little hanger. So here's the head. And here's the rest of the body. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a long enough tail at the very end here, a long enough tail, because I want to be able to weave that in like I did these. And we're just going to, and that's going to be the end of that. And if you see it, I want you to see what we're seeing here. Isn't that cute? It's just so adorable. It makes me laugh. And I really do like the different color. I like this as well, but I do like this coloration. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the red. Because we're going to do this right here. The top of his little head. Good old Harold. And what we can do is we can just weave this in now. And not often do I leave a long enough tail. Sometimes I get carried away and I don't make the tail long enough. So let's weave this in. And you can weave it in whatever way you want that you find best for you. But just weave that in as best you can. And then we can I'm actually going to go a little longer and just weave it in a little more. But weave in your end, and then you can cut that out. And if you want, while you're there, weave in this end as well. So now we're going to weave in this end as well. And I'm going to just put in my needle ahead of time so I can just get it to go in there and get it where I want it to go. Get it through. And that's great. Maybe I'll stick in a little more in here. Get my ends woven in. And then I'll just cut that. And we've got our ends weaved in. So once we do that, we're going to work on this. So we're going to get our red yarn because we want to, again, we want to make this. So now we're going to go where we made our single crochet, our half double crochet, and our double crochet right in here. And we're going to attach the top of the head. So let's do that next. So at the single crochet, we're going to attach our red. Now we're going to make a single crochet here. We're going to make a half double crochet here. And we're going to make a double crochet here. Once we do that, we're going to skip a stitch and we're going to again go in here and make a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. Now we're going to skip this stitch and we're going to go in here and we're going to make a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. And see what we're doing? Now we're going to skip this stitch, and in the next one we're going to skip this right here and then go in the next one and make a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. And we're going to make 5 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, skip, and in this next one, single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. And this is what we have right here. So we made the top of the head. So now once we do that, we're going to make this part right here because we're going to put a beak here and we're going to put, you can put an eye there, whether you want to make an eye, buy an eye, or you want to make it from black yarn as well, but we're going to do this here next. Again, let's review where we are. We did the various rows, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we made our little feathers. We worked the head, and we worked the top of the head in red. Now we're going to do the chest area, and I'm just going to show you with this one because I like to go through this with you. So we're going to work this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our red again, and we're going to attach, and you're going to look and see, you're going to attach the red, but we're going to look and see 1, 2, 3, 4. We have single crochets right along here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 that we can see, but there's another one right here that I want to mention. We're going to not go into this one. We're going to go into the one next to it right here, because we have 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go into that one, and we are going to attach our yarn, and I'm going to pull. This is such a great and fun project, by the way. I just want to mention it. It just makes me laugh because it's so cute. So I'm going to attach that just like that. Now, while we're right there, we're going to put a half double crochet, and I go right over the tail of that yarn that I attached, and we're going to do a half double crochet. So now in the next one, and I attach my yarn so that it stays right in there, and it sort of works its right into the, and I do another half double crochet in the next spot, and then I try to make sure that's right across, and you'll see. And now I'm going to do another half double crochet in the next stitch, a half double crochet in the next stitch, and I'm going to do one last one right here. And I'm going to make another half double crochet. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut this off. And then I'll be working that in. I'll weave that in as I did everything else. And this got actually weaved in right across. And I'm just going to cut this end. And I'm going to weave this in as well. And just make sure that you make it long enough. Sometimes I have the habit, and I've said this before, I have the habit of not leaving a long enough tail. And just to let you know, sometimes I do it this way. I'll weave my needle in first, and then I thread it, my needle. And then with all these little fibers, especially with cotton yarn, and I just weave it through. And I'll weave this through here, and I'll make sure that it goes through, and sometimes you have to pull it. So what I'll do is I'll just go like that, and I'll pull that through. And then what I'll do is I'll cut that little ending that's left. And that's that. So now we're going to work on the beak. And the beak is going to go in here. So what we're going to do is get our yellow yarn. And we're going to attach it right here. You can look and you can kind of figure out about where you want to attach it. Or you might say, well, I want to attach it a little lower. Just get an idea of the feel of the head, and then you'll be able to figure out where you want to attach your beak. Now you're going to chain 1, 2, and 3. But I want to mention, make sure your end is long enough. Make sure your end is long enough. So make it long, a little longer, I should say. And then you attach your yellow yarn. And I'm going to go in there again and make a single crochet because I want to make sure it's nice and tight in there. So then once I do that, I'm going to chain 1, 2, and 3. In the second chain from the hook, 1, 2, I'm going to put a single crochet. In the next chain, I'm going to put a single crochet. Now what I'm going to do is go into the next stitch right here, and I'm going to do a slip stitch right there. See the beak? And then I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to cut it long enough as well. And I'm going to make that nice and tight. And there's our beak. Now what happens is, what I do is I get my yarn, because I made it nice and tight, and because I made it long, I'm going to take this and I'm going to actually weave it into the beak. Because what I do is I like to make the beak stronger, but I also like to make it so that there is no interruptions in the pattern of the yarn. There's no openings. So I kind of weave that in there. Closes it up so it doesn't look like the beak has a hole in it. And I do that enough just to get it so that it, I'm sorry, I don't want to get off camera, just so that it gets a nice close to it. And then I'll even go in here and I'll finish it up, and then what I'll do is I'll cut that off. Now I also have another long end, and see how the beak sticks out now? I have another long end, and I'm going to weave that as well. You don't have to. You can, if you don't want to, but I'm going to weave it in as well. Just a little bit, so that I'm going to thread my needle, and I'm going to pull that through. but that's up to you. Now, if you wanted to do some fancy schmancy stuff with this, which I have done, is when you get to this part, and I'll show you what I mean, but I'm just going to weave this in a little bit just to give it that little bit, because I like that beak to kind of stick out. So then once I do that, I'm going to cut that as well. And it gives the beak so it's not flapping. It's nice, and it's a nice firm look. Isn't that adorable? It's just adorable. So now what I was going to say to you, if you want, and you want to change the look of this, and even with this, you could make this another color and give it another color. So you could do this color or this and then do another color and give it another look. You can do that. Now, what you would want to do after you're done with this is you might want to add an eye to this. I have one with and one without. That's totally up to you. And see how the beaks, they really stick out, but that's up to you if you want to add some black to it, and some black yarn to it. And I have some here. And you can take your time doing that, because I will say it, you want to take your time, and you just want to figure out exactly where you want to have it on the face, or on the head, I should say, of the bird. So once you figure out where you want to put your eye, you're going to thread your needle. And you don't have to make it a long, but you're going to thread it. And I made a little knot at the end. And then what I do is I cut this end off. But you may find a different way to do this. You may want to put a small button there. You may want to embellish that with something that you like. You might want to put a crystal there, like a blue crystal or a black crystal, or even a black imitation pearl, which would be really kind of cute. If you think of something that you would put for the eye, let us know, because it's always good to hear from others and how they do things and what you come up with. It's great to get new ideas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in from the back, because you don't have to have, if you don't want to, just have the eye in the front, because you're only going to use one side of this. But if you want to do it on both sides, you can. I've done both. So I just bring it in there and I weave it in there and I make sure that it's in all the way. And that could actually be your other eye. See it? And the makings of your next eye on the other side, because of that knot, because you can work with that. So then we'll just go in here. And I grabbed both these stitches just to give it a little more stability. And then I go in, and then I go into this, and I make that. Then I'll go in another time, almost like you're making a little knot. And I go into this again, and I do that. And then I'm done. There is the eye. Then I go back in here to the back, and I pull it through the same place that because I want to go into the spot where I went in to put it, and I go right back in there. And there's your eye. Isn't that adorable? And this is the other side, so you can actually work into that as well, the other side, and just make the other eye on the other side. Like I said, you don't have to, but you can. So you can just do that a little tighter, then do it one more time, just to give it a little more. And then again, and there it is. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to finish this off. It'll knot it. That little knot in there. And then we're going to cut this off. And you can say that that's the eye on the other side. And here is the eye on that side. Isn't that adorable? These are so cute. I just can't even how adorable these are. They're just so cute. So we said, let's give this one a name as well. So let's call this, I don't know, let's call her Annabelle. So this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you liked this tutorial of these vintage, really adorable, you want to call it a chicken, you can call it a turkey, we can call it a holiday turkey / chicken hot pads, and they're really, really adorable. You can make them in any color you want. If you're going to use them as a hot pad, I suggest that you use 100% cotton yarn, because the acrylic yarn, when you put something hot on it, it will crinkle, it will get funny. You can use these for decorative, you can use these to use, you can use these to sell, you can use these to give away as gifts, as hostess gifts at holiday parties. You can make these and give them as shower gifts for either baby shower or even a wedding shower. So again, this is Maria from A to Z, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial of our little chicken / turkey holiday hot pads. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great week. And love you all. Bye-bye.